calculate the power of the signal. It is your wastage of time. The final examination, the question paper was, it may be lengthy question paper, so don't waste your time to prove something. Already it is proved it is an energy signal, no need to calculate for the power. But yes, if you're writing the conclusion it is an energy signal and the power of the signal is 0, I accept this, but no need to do the calculation because already you have classified the signal is an energy signal, right? Yes, yes, no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next observation is that when you're writing the open book test or open book exam, it's always good to mention which page number from which book you have referred to solve the numerical. Yes, definitely ना, you should know ना कि कौन से बुक में से कौन सा पेज नंबर देखकर आप लोगों ने वो वाला न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व किया है. But I have observed that no one has written which book they have used, which page number they have referred to write down the answer. No one has written that. Why? Yes, tell me why. So make sure that hints onward for all the subject, when you're writing an open book test, make sure that you'll be writing the page number and the name of the book which you have referred for that particular numerical. Okay. Chalo. Now next point of observation is that when you're drawing, when you're solving the numericals related with the operations, okay, so each and every signal आपको draw करके final concluded resultant signal draw करना है. Drawing a table is not at all compulsory. Many times I have told you during the lecture also, because table is only the reference that you're taking in order to draw the resultant signal of the operation. No need to draw the table. Is it okay? But you need to draw each and every signal which is given in the operation. Each and every signal and what is there in x-axis and what is there in y-axis, it should be mentioned there. नहीं तो कुछ फायदा नहीं है वो सॉल्व करने का, वो ड्रॉ करने का. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next point of observation. Many of the students have solved the numericals of system properties, and I really appreciate the students have solved very properly, and almost most of the students are getting the same answers. Okay. अगर एक आंसर किसी का गलत हुआ तो सब सारे बच्चों का वो आंसर गलत हो रहा है. Okay. So actually it is not expected that you will be copying from your friends because it is an open book test. So again, if you have done the copied, again I have cut some marks there. Okay. And the next point is that when you're writing a system properties, when you're concluding it is a static, it is a dynamic, it is an unstable, it is a stable, you should write down the reason why it is static. A reason in one line. I don't expect that you should be writing the reason 4 to 5 line, because each and every, जैसे अभी आपके टेस्ट में 2 न्यूमेरिकल्स दिए थे, 2 सिस्टम्स के रिलेशंस दिए थे जो आपको प्रूव करने थे कि जिसके बारे में आपको सिस्टम प्रॉपर्टीज का फाइंड आउट करना था. ठीक है. ईच सिस्टम प्रॉपर्टीज कैरीज हाफ मार्क्स. वैसे फर्स्ट वाला न्यूमेरिकल 2.5 मार्क्स का था बिकॉज 5 पैरामीटर सिस्टम प्रॉपर्टीज के निकालने थे. सेकेंड वाला न्यूमेरिकल का 2.5 मार्क्स. लाइक दिस 5 मार्क्स इज एलोकेटेड. सो व्हेन यू आर नॉट राइटिंग what is the reason why you're calling it as a static, that half marks will be not given to you. For static, causality, stability, you need to write. Linearity का तो एक छोटा सा दो लाइन का आप लोग को इक्वलिटी इक्वेशन सॉल्व करना पड़ता है. टाइम इनवेरिएंट का भी इक्वलिटी इक्वेशन आपको सॉल्व करके कंक्लूड करना पड़ता है. ओके. तो दैट इज ओके, बट बाकी के 3 का आपका यू हैव टू गिव द रीजन फॉर दैट. ठीक है. So make sure that when you are attempting the numericals of system property, you are giving the reason why you're saying that system is like that. Is it okay? Is it okay? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the final observation is about the convolution. Okay. So I think you have referred Nagar Kahani for the convolution, but answer is correct, but the steps are not correct. It is incorrect. And all the students have followed the same steps. All the students, सब लोगों के स्टेप्स में एक ही गलत है और वो गलती सब लोगों ने की है जितने लोगों ने कन्वोल्यूशन के न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व किए. सो आई हैव कट 1 marks फॉर दैट बिकॉज इट इज अ कॉपीड. If you are referring the book, each and every one should have the different statement. Okay, answers must be same. I agree with that, but the steps, This way of writing, it differs, but it is same. And same mistakes all the students have done. So it is not expected to copy, at least in the open book test. Okay, so accordingly, I have cut the marks. So tell me, are you having any problems while solving the convolution numericals? Did you understand the concept of a convolution, or still there are some doubts while solving the numericals of convolution? Just give me a frank opinion so that I can take it again in the tute. Yes? Have you solved the numericals which is given in the tute?
Yes, ma'am.
So are you facing any difficulties while solving the numericals of convolution in the tute? Yes? Are you facing any difficulties while solving the numericals of convolution in the tute? Did you understood the steps or not understood? What is the status?
Ma'am, in question number 4 from tute number 5,
Hmm.
as in the question, there is written that find convolution integral for signal shown in the figure below. But there is no figure.
Achha, the figure is not visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what I'll do, I'll convert into the PDF form and then again I will upload. Might be I have uploaded the Word file, so might
Yes,
be some
ma'am.
problem with the figure. I'll do that. No issues for that. So, if you're facing any difficulties, problems when I'm taking that particular topic, make sure that you are solving your doubts there itself. Don't carry forward your doubt. Carry forward karoge doubt ko, to again you will be facing, and the doubt get propagate and it will become a big doubt. Okay, this is the first task. Second task, at least take the notes when I am teaching you. तो क्या होगा लास्ट मोमेंट में आप लोग जो ये रेफर करते हो ये समझ में नहीं आया ये भेजो मैडम ये करो मैडम वो नहीं होगा you will be studying according to your notes properly. So make sure that whenever I am teaching, you take the notes, and if difficulties or any numericals, if you find out any problems, so just ask me the doubt, ask the doubt, make a habit of asking the doubt. Okay, जितना ज्यादा डाउट पूछोगे भले ही बेसिक लेवल में भले ही एकदम छोटे लेवल में, no issues, the concept will be cleared more and it will be helping you to score good marks. And knowledge wise, again, as I told you, the subject required in till B, till B and after B also, the subject is helping you when you're going for your placement and all. So that's why make a habit of asking the doubts. Okay, so these are some of the observations that I have shared with you all. So I hope the observations, what I have shared, it should be followed. So next term, next examination, when you're taking a subjective examination, you're following all the observation properly so that you're not going to lose your marks there. Right? Yes?
Ma'am, hello
Hmm.
ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
our interim exam will be online or offline?
Probably for your batch, it will be online only. I think so, because for this semester, I think we will be following the online schedule for SY. Next semester, probably will be starting with the offline. But yes, officially there is no declaration. Finalization चल रहा है इसके ऊपर, अभी तक हुआ नहीं है, but this is what I think it is going on. It is not yet finalized. Is it
And
okay?
midterm, ma'am.
Huh?
Midterm.
Yes, ma'am.
Midterm.
Midterm will be your MCQ type question. It will be online only. Midterm
MCQ
online
type,
होगा.
no?
हाँ,
Okay, ma'am.
हाँ, midterm will be MCQ. End term will be subjective again. Right? Are you facing difficulties understanding this particular subject? क्या, what is your status? Just for a minute we'll discuss. Are you understanding?
Understanding, ma'am.
समझ में आ रहा है, कंसेप्ट समझ में आ रहा है. ट्यूट में हम लोग क्यों न्यूमेरिकल दे रहे हैं? बिकॉज 2 hours a week is not sufficient for complete with the all the types of numericals. लेक्चर में हम लोग एक न्यूमेरिकल कंप्लीट करने के लिए 20 minutes we are taking. So it is not possible to take all the numericals. So ट्यूट में हम लोग वो numericals दे रहे हैं ताकि आप लोग solve करके आओ. We can discuss the answers there. We can discuss the queries. So what is your status? Are you understanding the subject? Not understanding? बहुत fast जा रहा है, बहुत slow जा रहा है. What do you think? It is only a 2 credit subject. We are only having a 4 unit. So almost we are end with the second unit. So what do you think? Is it okay? Not okay? Just I want your feedback for the improvement. So yes, tell me. Is it okay? Not okay? Are you understanding? Not understanding? Which point it is you're facing difficulties? Yes.
Understanding, ma'am.
Okay. What about the other students?
Understanding, ma'am.
Understand.
Okay. Fine. So at any point, if you feel it is difficult, not understanding, समझ में नहीं आ रहा concept, just ask me the doubt. Okay. चलो now let us start with the Fourier. So Fourier is nothing but transformation of time domain into which domain we are dealing. चलो give me a quick reply. So Fourier transform means what we are doing. Yes, Fourier transform means what we are doing. Unit number 2 deals with the Fourier transform. So what we are doing in Fourier transform? Yes, bolo jaldi se. What we are doing in the Fourier transform?
We split individual signals from a combination of signals.
Okay. So the time domain signal, we are converting that time domain signal in form of frequency. What is the need to do this conversion? Time से frequency में क्यों convert कर रहे हैं? Yes, what is the need to convert the signal from time domain to frequency? Yes, quickly. Why we are converting the time domain signal into the frequency domain? Already we can do the analysis, the signal in time domain. So क्यों frequency domain में signal को convert कर रहा है?
To find magnitude response and phase response.
Okay. So can you tell me what is magnitude response?
Square root of real part whole square plus imaginary part whole square.
Okay. It is a graph of what? Magnitude response gives you a graph of what? Yes, magnitude response is a graph of what? Which parameter? X-axis में क्या है? Y-axis में?
Amplitude versus frequency.
Frequency versus.
Yes, it is what? X-axis we are considering the frequency and Y-axis we are considering the amplitude. So what is the need to convert the time domain signal into the frequency domain? Which parameter we can't able to analyze when the signal is present in the time domain? That's why there is a need to convert into the frequency domain. Yes, quickly.
Amplitude.
So when we are representing the signal in time domain, we can do the analysis of the signal in which form? In with respect to time. Fine. I hope the screen is visible to you all. Yes? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. So chalo, now let us do one revision. Let us start with the revision and then we'll start with the concept. So this is my signal, which is present in the time domain. And so the signal when it is present in the time domain, it is represented by, so let me consider this is some audio signal which is present. Okay. So this is some audio signal, speech signal which is present. And when I want to consider this signal, so the information which it is present when the signal is present in time domain, it is nothing but it is related with its amplitude or the shape of the signal. So what we can able to find out, whatever the signal that I have drawn, this is an audio signal. So when I'm representing the signal, I have taken one example of an audio signal. So whenever I represented the signal in the form of a time domain, is it we can able to find out the frequency component of the signal? Can you tell us this signal is made up of what are the different frequency component which is there in this particular signal? Is it possible to tell you when we are representing the signal in the time domain? आपको पता है कि सिग्नल की फ्रीक्वेंसी कितनी है? नॉर्मल अगर साइन वेव होगा आप लोग का एक ही साइन वेव होगा लाइक दिस. So at that time you can able to find out the frequency of the signal. But my signal is combination of 2, 2, 3, 4, 5 signals if my signal is having the shape like this. So is it possible to find out which frequency component, उस frequency का amplitude क्या है, कौन-कौन से frequency component से ये signal बनता है? Is it possible to identify? Give me a quick response.
No, ma'am.
No. So what we are doing when we are converting the signal from time domain to the frequency domain, whatever the hidden information which is present in the time domain signal, जो हम लोग extract नहीं कर सकते when the signal is present in the time domain. So that information I need to extract. So that's why what I'm doing, I'm representing the signal into the frequency domain. Okay. So frequency domain में जब भी हम लोग ये signal को represent करते हैं, तो how I'm going to represent? I'll be only representing the frequency component. Frequency component matlab if this time domain signal is a combination of 4 to 5 sine wave, let us consider. So what are the different frequency component? So one of the frequency component is present, let us consider 20 hertz. Okay, so I'll be drawing this is at 20 hertz like this. And this is having the amplitude of 5. So this is a frequency, one of the frequencies present at 20 hertz, which is having the amplitude of 5. Let me draw the other is one more frequency which is present at 10 kilohertz. And what is the amplitude of that? The amplitude of that is nothing but 10 kilohertz. And what is the amplitude? Amplitude is 8. So this information that we are drawing, is this information is available when my signal is present in the time domain? Give me a quick reply. Is the information is present when the signal is represented in the time domain? Can we find out this type of information when the signal is present in the time domain? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
No.
No,
No,
ma'am.
So
ma'am.
that's why we are representing our time domain signal into the frequency domain so that we can extract the information which is there, which we can't able to see which we can't able to analyze when the signal is present in the time domain. Okay. So we are applying frequency transform. So Fourier is not only representing the signal in the frequency domain. Fourier has given the method of finding out the analysis when the signal is present in the frequency domain. So Fourier transform is nothing but a method which is used to do the analysis of the signal in frequency domain. So whatever the graph I have drawn here. So can you tell me this is which graph? ये जो मैंने आप लोग को यहाँ पे ग्राफ दिखाया जहाँ पे x एक्सिस में फ्रीक्वेंसी है and y एक्सिस में मेरा एम्पलीट्यूड है. तो this is which graph? Yes.
Magnitude response.
Magnitude response.
Magnitude response.
Yes. What is the second type of analysis that we can do using the Fourier transform? This is the first type of analysis we can do, where we can find out the different frequency component of the signal when it is present in time domain and uska amplitude kitna. What is the second type of analysis that we can do on the signal? So quickly.
Response.
Phase response. So with respect to the frequency, different frequency, we can able to find out the phase shift. What is the difference? So for example, at 50 hertz, there is a phase shift of, for example, 90 degree. At 100 kilohertz, there is a phase shift of 180 degree. So in this, we can find out the change in the phase with respect to frequency. Okay. And if I combine this magnitude response and phase response, combination of these two information when it is present in the frequency domain, this information will be helping me to reconstruct my original signal which is there in the time domain. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, टाइम डोमेन ओरिजिनल द सिग्नल्स प्रेजेंट इन टाइम डोमेन उसको फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन में कन्वर्ट करते हैं एंड व्हेन वी आर कन्वर्टिंग दिस इनटू द फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन वी आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग इट बाय कैपिटल एक्स, वी आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग इट बाय कैपिटल एक्स ऑफ एफ, वी आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग इट ऑफ एफ ओमेगा जे ओमेगा. ओके, so this is a time domain x of small x of t लिखोगे तो time domain, capital X of x लिखोगे तो it is frequency domain. Okay, now when we convert into the frequency domain, we do the analysis and again we convert this frequency domain signal into the time domain signal once we complete with all the analysis when the signal is present in the frequency domain. So again हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, frequency domain को time domain में convert कर रहे हैं. So this conversion is called inverse Fourier transform. So पहले Fourier transform करेंगे, analysis करेंगे और उसका हम लोग inverse निकालेंगे. Okay, so this is what we have studied in the previous lecture. So can someone tell me what is the formula of Fourier transform? How we can write down the formula for the Fourier transform? A time domain signal, how we can able to convert into the frequency domain? So can someone tell me the formula of Fourier transform quickly? Yes. So it is there in the left hand side of the formula and what is there in the right hand side. We have already discussed the formula in the last lecture and we have solved I think one numericals related with that. So tell me quickly. Yes, tell me what is the formula?
X of omega is equal to integration from minus
X of omega, yes, good, is equal to integration
from minus infinity to plus infinity
minus infinity to plus infinity
x of t into e raised to minus
into
j omega t.
e raised to power minus j good omega
dt.
dt. Okay, which is the time domain signal in this? Which is the time domain signal in this?
X of t.
X of t. सो ये टाइम डोमेन सिग्नल है जिसको मुझे फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन में कन्वर्ट करना है, और इस टाइम डोमेन सिग्नल को जब मैं फ्रीक्वेंसी ट्रांसफॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करूंगी तो द सिग्नल विल बी लाइक दिस, x of omega. Okay, so this is how we can represent the time domain signal into the frequency domain. Okay, so in, as I told you, in the some reference book, is the screen is visible to you all?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Let me little bit zoom. So in some book, x of t represents the time domain signal, capital X of omega, as I told you. So in Nagarkoni, the omega is represented with this particular symbol. Okay, so don't get confused. It is the same symbol omega. So instead of writing an omega, they have written the j omega. You can able to observe here the formula is same. The formula is same. Only the way of representation of x of omega get changed. So instead of x of omega, it is x of j omega. Okay, it is same. The formula is same, minus infinity infinity x of t e raised to minus j omega t dt. Okay, so this is how we are representing the Fourier transform of a time domain signal. Okay, so there are some conditions we need to satisfy. I think we have already studied Dirichlet conditions, right? For the existence of Fourier transform, there are some conditions that should be satisfied. The first condition is that जो time domain signal जिसका आप लोग Fourier transform निकाल रहे हो, it should be absolutely integrable. मतलब इस signal को अगर मैंने integration किया, तो this signal should have the value below infinity. So it should have the finite value. So this is the first Dirichlet condition. Second one is that this x of t should have the finite number of maxima and minima within any finite interval. Finite number of maximum minima means maximum value and minimum value should be finite. The signal should have the finite value of maximum and minimum. Infinite value will not work. And the third condition is that the signal should have the finite number of discontinuities. If I'm having some signal which is disconnecting in between, the finite number of discontinuities are allowed. So these three conditions comes under the Dirichlet condition. अगर ये तीनों condition satisfy हुआ, then only we can go for the finding out the Fourier transform. Okay, so this is the formula of inverse Fourier transform. मैंने बोला ना पहले analysis करने के बाद हम लोग फिर से उस signal को time domain में convert करते हैं. So this is the formula of inverse Fourier transform. It is not there in your syllabus. It is not a part of your syllabus. But as you should know, कभी भी कोई भी ट्रांसफॉर्म हम लोग जब भी अप्लाई करते हैं तो उस ट्रांसफॉर्म का इनवर्स ट्रांसफॉर्म होता है. मतलब ओरिजिनल जिस डोमेन में सिग्नल है, जैसे अभी हमारे केस में टाइम डोमेन इज द सिग्नल, ओरिजिनल सिग्नल, उस टाइम डोमेन सिग्नल को हमने फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन में कन्वर्ट किया. वी हैव डन द एनालिसिस, वी हैव एक्सट्रैक्टेड द हिडन इंफॉर्मेशन एंड अगेन वी आर कन्वर्टिंग दैट फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन सिग्नल इनटू द टाइम डोमेन बाय फाइंडिंग आउट द इनवर्स ऑफ दैट. So any transform, when we are using the transform practically, this means that that transform should have the inverse Fourier, inverse of that. Okay, so don't go for this particular formula. It is not there in the syllabus, but as you should know, that's why I'm showing you. Okay, so this is how we are finding out the amplitude spectrum. Amplitude spectrum or the magnitude spectrum is nothing but under root of real part, capital X of small r. Small r represents the real part of x of omega, x of j omega, and I represents the imaginary part of x of j omega. So this is how we can find out. Okay, and phase spectrum can be calculated with the help of formula that it should be tan inverse of imaginary part of the x, capital X, and the real part of the capital X, right? So these are the two formulas. I think already we have discussed this formula. Okay, and we have solved some numericals. हम लोग ने सॉल्व किए थे कि नहीं किए थे? जस्ट गिव मी क्विक रिस्पांस सो दैट वी कैन प्रोसीड.
एक न्यूमेरिकल लिया था मैं.
हाँ, तो डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट न्यूमेरिकल? ऑल ऑफ यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस न्यूमेरिकल. शुड वी सॉल्व वन मोर न्यूमेरिकल?
यस मैम.
Yes, ma'am.
चलो, नाउ लेट अस गो फॉर दिस वन. चलो, so now all of you take down this question. Is it the same question that we have solved, or it is a different one? X of t is equal to a e raised to minus at. Is it the same one or different we have solved? कौन सा वाला था? यही वाला न्यूमेरिकल हमने सॉल्व किया था?
No, ma'am, it was different.
It was different. Okay, chalo. Let us solve this one, and then we'll proceed with the next. So today what is expected? We'll be finding out the Fourier transform of some standard signals. Okay, तो ऑलरेडी एक न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व के, ये वाला न्यूमेरिकल और दो चार न्यूमेरिकल्स के दो चार सिग्नल्स के हम लोग फोरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म हम लोग कंप्लीट करेंगे फॉर टुडेस लेक्चर. नेक्स्ट लेक्चर विल बी कनेक्टिंग विद द, वी आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व द properties of Fourier transform. There are different properties the Fourier transforms are we are using. So we are going to study the properties of Fourier transform and some derivations. So that part probably will be completing in the next lecture. Okay. So let me take with this particular numerical and let us solve this numerical. So tell me, what are the different steps that you are using when you are solving this numerical, if you want to find out the Fourier transform of this. So x of t is equal to a e raised to power capital A e raised to power minus at, where t is greater than equal to 0. Sometime this condition is given t is greater than equal to 0, or sometime if this is not written directly, they have given it in the form of u of t. So is it the same? Both meaning of this both are same. Instead of t greater than equal to 0, if it is given u of t, the meaning is same, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Because unit step signal starts with t is equal to 0 and it extends till infinity. So this is the same one and same whatever we are writing. Okay. Chalo, tell me what is the step number 1 we are doing in this case. Quickly. First step क्या करेंगे हम लोग यहाँ पे?
Formula लिखें.
हाँ. So first step always when you are solving the numerical, you need to write down the formula. Okay. So what is the formula? One more thing. Whatever representation you are going, follow the same representation throughout. ऐसे नहीं कि अगर आप लोग ने यहाँ पे ओमेगा लिखा फिर बाद में ये वाले सिंबल से आप रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हो. No like that. You need to stick to only one representation. Okay. Don't change the representation. So as you will be referring Nagarkoni book for as a reference book for this one, so let us go for this type of representation only, so that there will be no confusion will be having. Okay. But instead of this, अगर सिर्फ ओमेगा लिखा होगा तभी भी it is okay. And अगर ओमेगा नहीं, अगर आपको f लिखना है तो आप लोग को सिर्फ e raised to power ओमेगा जो लिखते हैं ना वहां पे 2 pi f लिखना है, उतना ही चेंज करना है. So इन तीनों में से कोई भी एक आप लोग यूज कर सकते हैं. So let me take the same one so there will be no confusion. Minus infinity to infinity x of t. Chalo, all of you have written the formula. I hope all are writing with me. Yes or no? All are writing with me?
Yes, ma'am.
E raised to power x of t e raised to power minus omega t dt. ठीक है. चलो. Now step number 2. What will be step number 2? Yes, whatever the value of x of t which is given to you, you need to put this value. Okay. So what is x of t? So x of j omega is equal to x of this is equal to बोलो चलो जल्दी से. What will be the limit of integration? Can someone tell me?
Infinity to 0 to infinity.
Okay, you can able to observe in the given numerical for t greater than equal to 0. मतलब minus infinity से लेकर 0 तक there is no signal which is present. The signal amplitude is 0. The signal is started valid only for the value t is greater than equal to 0. So can I change the limit instead of minus infinity to infinity to 0 to infinity? Yes, can I do like this? 0 to infinity. Yes, no? हाँ.
Yes.
X of t की वैल्यू कितनी देख रखी है? What is the value of x of t? It is nothing but what? A
raised to minus 80.
e raised to power minus 80 into e raised to power minus j omega t dt. Okay. Now, do all of you know how to do the integration? सब लोग को integration आता है? Yes,
Yes.
no? हाँ. So can you solve and tell me what will the value you'll be getting? I can take A as a common because A is the constant value. And can someone tell me how we can write down this one? पावर E का पावर अगर मल्टीप्लिकेशन के फॉर्म में हो तो कैसे लिख सकते हैं?
e power minus at minus j omega t.
हाँ, तो कैन आई टेक माइनस टी एज कॉमन?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, तो व्हाट विल बी द
Yes, ma'am.
ब्रैकेट में क्या आएगा? ब्रैकेट में क्या आएगा?
A plus j omega.
A
A
प्लस
plus j omega.
जे ओमेगा. ठीक है, A प्लस जे ओमेगा dt. चलो अब इसका इंटीग्रेशन करो, वैल्यू पुट करो एंड टेल मी व्हाट विल द आंसर विल बी गेटिंग फॉर दिस क्विकली. आई एम going to give you 1 minute to complete with this.
And capital A upon A plus JW. Hey, J omega.
So which is nothing but it is equal to capital A divided with what?
A plus J omega.
A plus J omega. Yes. All of you are getting the same thing? Yes. So Fourier transform e raised to power j omega of exponential signal is equal to a divided with a plus j omega for t greater than equal to 0. Yes, all of you are getting this? Understood this till this now? सबका आंसर आया यहाँ तक?
Yes, ma'am.
किसी को कुछ डाउट है क्या? इंटीग्रेशन कैसे करना है यहाँ पे? e रेस्ट पर माइनस टी a प्लस जे ओमेगा का इंटीग्रेशन कितना होगा? इट विल बी e रेस्ट पर माइनस टी a प्लस जे ओमेगा होल डिवाइडेड विद माइनस a प्लस जे ओमेगा. एंड व्हेन यू पुट द लिमिट 0 टू इंफिनिटी, सो t के अगर इंफिनिटी डालोगे तो e रेस्ट पर माइनस इंफिनिटी कितना हो जाता है? व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ e रेस्ट पर माइनस इंफिनिटी? यस,
0.
0. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दिस ऑल पॉइंट्स यू नो. अभी हर एक में लगेगा. e रेस्ट पर माइनस इंफिनिटी 0, e रेस्ट पर 0 इज इक्वल टू 1. Okay, so if you put the value, you will be getting this. Okay, यहाँ तक सबका आ गया? All are okay with this particular point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, no? Okay. So if in the numerical it is asked to find out the Fourier transform, okay, so यहाँ तक निकालोगे it is sufficient. If it is asked to find out the Fourier transform of a given signal, आप लोग यहाँ तक निकालोगे, the answer is correct. Okay, but in the numerical, if it is also written, find out the magnitude and phase response also. So if the question is like this, find out the Fourier transform of the given signal and also find out the magnitude response and phase response. तो आप लोग को अभी और आगे 2 steps करने पड़ेंगे. First step, you need to find out the magnitude response. Second step, you need to find out the phase response. So magnitude response कैसे निकालते हैं? How are you going to find out the magnitude response? Yes?
रियल पार्ट और इमेजिनरी पार्ट को सेपरेट
हाँ.
करना पड़ेगा.
तो मैग्नीट्यूड रिस्पांस का मैंने आप लोग को फॉर्मूला बताया. द फॉर्मूला फॉर द मैग्नीट्यूड रिस्पांस इज x ऑफ, सॉरी हाँ, ये सिंबल आई एम ऑलवेज राइटिंग, ये ऐसा सिंबल है ना. let us take omega here instead of this. Is it okay with you all?
Yes, ma'am.
यही वाला ओमेगा लेते हैं. It is good to represent like this. हाँ, तो इसका मैग्नीट्यूड रिस्पांस, what will be the magnitude response of this? We have already discussed. It is nothing but under root of real part of this. इसका real part उसका square plus imaginary part उसका square. ओके, मतलब जो भी आंसर आया हम लोग को उसको रियल पार्ट और इमेजिनरी पार्ट में सेपरेट आउट करना पड़ेगा, राइट? तो अब इफ यू सी दिस रिजल्टेंट वी आर गेटिंग, इज इट पॉसिबल टू सेपरेट आउट द रियल पार्ट एंड इमेजिनरी पार्ट? ये वाला जो न्यूमेरिकल देखकर रखा हुआ है, इज इट हाउ वी कैन एबल टू सेपरेट आउट द रियल पार्ट एंड इमेजिनरी पार्ट? क्या करना पड़ेगा?
A minus j omega से divide and multiply करना
हाँ,
पड़ेगा.
because we need to multiply this and divide this with its conjugate. Why we are multiplying and dividing with the conjugate? So that we can able to extract the real part and imaginary part. So what is the conjugate of a plus j omega? It will be nothing but a minus j omega. Okay, a minus j omega whole divided with a minus j omega. So what will the final answer will be getting? Can someone tell me? It will be nothing but it will be equal to what you're getting here. Yes. Capital A into, yes, bracket में a minus j omega.
j omega
हाँ, next.
upon a square plus omega square.
Yes, it will be nothing but it is equal to, so upon a square plus omega square, right? अभी हमारा imaginary part क्या है और real part क्या है? Can someone tell me what will be the real part and imaginary part in this particular whatever the answers we are getting? इसमें real part कौन सा है आपका? Yes, what is the real part? What is the imaginary part in this equation?
A upon a square.
A upon a square plus
Yes.
omega square.
So can I write like this? Real part will be nothing but capital A into small a. So capital A into small a, इसका स्क्वायर, a को हम लोग बाहर कॉमन ही रखते हैं, इसका स्क्वायर होल डिवाइडेड विथ a स्क्वायर प्लस ओमेगा स्क्वायर. पुट द वैल्यू ऑफ रियल पार्ट जहाँ पे है ओमेगा स्क्वायर, इसका भी स्क्वायर ना, हम लोग को x का स्क्वायर करना है, रियल पार्ट का स्क्वायर करना है. ओके, सो लेट मी कैपिटल A ऑल्सो हम लोग यहीं पे पुट करते हैं, a स्क्वायर भी हो गया प्लस इमेजिनरी पार्ट. बताओ अभी क्या है? व्हाट इज द इमेजिनरी पार्ट?
a minus j omega.
So imaginary part is nothing but a square. ये वाला आप लोग का क्योंकि a मल्टीप्लाई होगा. अब यहाँ पे ओमेगा j नहीं लेना है, यहाँ पे क्या लेना है आप लोग को? ओमेगा स्क्वायर होल डिवाइडेड विथ a स्क्वायर प्लस ओमेगा स्क्वायर. ठीक है, और इसका अंडर रूट ओमेगा स्क्वायर, और इसको अंडर रूट में रखना है. ओके, तो इसका आर यू गेटिंग? डू यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? समझ में आ रहा है आप लोग को हम लोग ये क्या कर रहे हैं? व्हाट वी आर डूइंग? Yes, what we are doing, quickly tell me. Yes,
Magnitude response.
मैग्नीट्यूड रिस्पॉन्स निकाल रहे हैं, उसके लिए हम लोग ये सब कर रहे हैं. ओके, सो व्हेन आई सॉल्व दिस न्यूमेरिकल, ये वाला मैं सॉल्व करूंगी मैग्नीट्यूड, तो डिनोमिनेटर इज सेम a स्क्वायर प्लस ओमेगा स्क्वायर होल स्क्वायर, तो आई कैन टेक द डिनोमिनेटर एंड ऊपर का भी अगर मैंने कंबाइन, डिनोमिनेटर सेम है तो ऊपर का भी मैं कंबाइन कर सकती हूँ. a स्क्वायर कॉमन ले लिया और ये a स्क्वायर प्लस ओमेगा स्क्वायर हो गया. ओके, so how I can write down the same thing? What will be the resultant value I'll be getting? Can someone tell me for this?
Capital A.
Which is nothing but it is equal to what? Yes. What will be the final answer I'll be getting for this? इसका मैंने स्क्वायर किया, ये चेंज किया.
Capital A divided by root of a square plus omega square.
Yes, capital A divided with, because ये वाला a स्क्वायर प्लस ओमेगा स्क्वायर अगर मैंने कंबाइन किया तो नीचे वाला जो स्क्वायर है ना वो कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा. ओके, एंड द फाइनल मैग्नीट्यूड विल बी नथिंग बट, इट इज नथिंग बट अंडर रूट ऑफ a स्क्वायर प्लस ओमेगा स्क्वायर. ठीक है, अभी ये मेरा क्या मिल गया? व्हाट इज दिस? दिस इज नथिंग बट दिस इज द मैग्नीट्यूड रिस्पांस आई हैव गॉट. Okay, now let me plot this. So how I'm going to plot? So I'm getting the final, let me plot this. So I'm getting the final magnitude response as is equal to a upon under root of, okay, कितना था? a upon under root of a square plus omega square. अब इसको प्लॉट करते हैं. प्लॉट करते हैं मतलब क्या करना है हम लोग को? मैग्नीट्यूड रिस्पांस. सो व्हाट इज द एक्स एक्सिस एंड व्हाट इज द वाई एक्सिस ऑफ मैग्नीट्यूड रिस्पांस? कैन समवन टेल मी व्हाट विल बी देयर इन द एक्स एक्सिस, व्हाट विल बी देयर इन द वाई एक्सिस ऑफ मैग्नीट्यूड रिस्पांस? क्विकली.
Frequency versus amplitude.
हाँ, मैग्नीट्यूड. हाँ, सो दिस इज एन It is in magnitude. So we are writing this magnitude है ना, और यहाँ पे क्या है, frequency है. ठीक है. अब omega is what? What is omega? What is the value of omega? Can someone tell me? Yes, what is the value of omega?
2 pi f.
So it will be nothing but 2 pi f. So iska square actually. Right? Okay. So let me take first, I need to put the different value of f and I need to check what is the amplitude I'm getting. So let me start with putting the value of f is equal to 0. So if I put the value of f is equal to 0, one more thing, when we are finding out the yes. So when I'll take the value of f is equal to 0, तो क्या आएगा? Can someone tell me what will be the value? What will be the amplitude I'm getting? What is the magnitude response I'll be getting for f is equal to 0?
A upon A.
So it will be nothing but it is capital A upon small a. Small a represents the slope, capital A represents the amplitude. So let me consider at f is equal to 0, I'll getting some values here, and which is nothing but it is equal to A upon capital A, something like that. Okay. Chalo, now if I take the value of f is equal to 1. Yes, so what I'll be getting? F is equal to 1. So I'll be getting something like that. A upon under root of a square. Sometime in the numerical, you'll be getting the value of a plus what? 4 pi square. So if I compare this value with the previous value, at f is equal to 0, capital A upon small a आ रहा था हमारा. Okay, let me take the a value of a is equal to 1 ताकि आप लोग को समझ में आए. Small a की वैल्यू मैंने 1 ली, तो अगर मैंने पुट किया small a की वैल्यू 1, let us assume, okay, so I'll be getting f is equal to 0 में capital A. Okay, now f is equal to 1 में if I put the value of small a is equal to 1, I'll be getting capital A upon 1 plus 4 pi square. So this denominator is more. So definitely for f is equal to 1, I'll be getting value which is less than a. Capital A से less than कुछ value आएगी, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Like this, if I take the value of f is equal to 2. So what I'll be getting? F is equal to 2 मतलब capital A upon a square plus f की value 2 put करो दोगे तो 2 into 2 4 हो जाएगा, 2 square 4, 4 into 4 16, 16 pi square, right? Yes, no?
Yes, yes.
So we'll be getting some more value less than this. So if I draw a graph of the magnitude response, I'll be getting the graph like this, something like this. Okay. And remember one thing, this magnitude response is having even symmetry. Always the magnitude response always have even symmetry. What do you mean by even symmetry? Even symmetry means at the negative side also the graph will be something like this. Right? Yes. So this is how you can draw a graph. This is the magnitude response for the exponential signal. This is how you're getting the magnitude response for the exponential signal. Is it clear? Did you understand how we have got this? Clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Chalo.
Yes, ma'am.
Now let us, what is the second graph we are finding? Chalo, tell me quickly, तब तक I'll drop a message to the next lecture. आपका शारदा मैम का है ना शायद से? शारदा पटेल मैम का?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm dropping a message that I'm taking some 20 minutes more.
Hello, madam. I have joined the session.
Okay, so can I continue, ma'am?
So,
For
yes,
half
if
an
you
hour?
want to continue, then no problem, ma'am. You can continue till 5 o'clock, ma'am.
Okay, ठीक है. Just I will take till 4:45. It is okay because I need to join the audit at 4:45. We are having the another audit.
Yes, madam. Yes,
Okay,
madam.
thank you so much.
There is
ma'am.
one meeting also 4:45, but it is not decided yet. But you
Okay.
can continue till 4:45, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yes,
हाँ.
ma'am.
Okay, chalo. Now let us proceed. So what is the next graph we'll be having?
Phase response.
Phase response. So what is the formula of the phase response? Can someone tell me if I want to find out the phase response? What is the formula of the phase response? We have discussed the formula, right?
tan inverse imaginary upon the real.
Yes. किसी ने लिख कर नहीं लिया कि have you not written this formula?
Written, ma'am.
हाँ, so if you have not written, make sure you're writing. It is very important. See, phase spectrum अगर हमें find out करना है, it is tan inverse of imaginary part divided by real part. Okay, so इसका phase spectrum अगर मुझे find out करना है, let me take the same denomination. So this is the phase response of x of j omega. So x of j omega का phase response क्या है? Tan inverse of imaginary part क्या है भाई अभी इसका? What is the imaginary part? Can someone tell me? Tan inverse of what is the imaginary part? Omega divided with what? Under root of I'm correct? So this is what we are getting, right? X of j omega हम लोग को ये मिल रहा है ना? X of j omega हम लोग को ये मिला ना? X of j omega. So when I do this, I'll be getting x of j omega is this a upon a minus j omega divided by a square plus omega square. So what is the imaginary part for this? Imaginary part is omega upon a square plus omega, right? So it is omega upon a square plus omega divided by real part. What is the real part? What is real part? Give me a quick response. Yes, what is the real part? X of j omega कितना मिला आपको? What is the x of j omega you got?
Capital A
Capital
upon A square plus omega square.
Is equal to capital A क्या था? माइनस था क्या प्लस था? माइनस ना j omega whole divided with what? A square plus omega square. तो रियल पार्ट कितना है? कैपिटल ए कैंसिल हो जाएगा इसलिए मैंने लिखा नहीं है. रियल पार्ट कितना है आपका? ए अपॉन ए स्क्वायर प्लस ओमेगा स्क्वायर. ठीक है?
हाँ, वो इमेजिनरी पार्ट नेगेटिव में आएगा ना.
कौन सा वाला? हाँ, दिस विल बी माइनस. ओके, सो व्हाट यू आर गेटिंग? डिनोमिनेटर दोनों कैंसिल हो जाएगा. यस, सो व्हाट यू आर गेटिंग?
Yes, ma'am.
tan inverse of what? Tan inverse of minus omega divided with a.
Small a.
Chalo. Now tell me, I want to find out the phase response graph. So phase response graph is what? It is the frequency in x-axis, and y-axis it is what? It is the phase shift. That is nothing but x of j omega. Okay, so you need to put the value of different value of f and you need to check. So if I put the value of f is equal to 0, so f की value 0 put कर दी. So what is the value of tan inverse of 0? Yes, what is the value of tan inverse of 0?
0.
It will be 0
Zero.
only. Yeah. So at 0, I am getting the 0 value. Now, let me go ahead and let me take the value of f is equal to 1. So if I take the value of f is equal to 1, so f is equal to 1 matlab tan inverse of minus 2 pi divided with a. So what will the value you will be getting? Tan inverse of 2 pi. Yes.
0.
Yes, quickly tell me. Tan inverse of 2 pi.
80.96.
So you'll be getting some values near this, right? 80.90. If I put the value of f is equal to 2, what I'll be getting? Put the value of f is equal to 2 in this formula. So f is equal to 2 is nothing but f की value 2 मतलब 4 pi upon a. कितना आएगा?
85.45.
85.45, something like this. So if you find out 2-3 values of f, you will be getting the graph like this. Okay, something like that. It will not go above 90 degree. So this is your 80 at the max. At the max, it will go to the 90 degree and then it will stop. ये वाला आपका है 90 degree and it will stop. So this is what the graph you'll be getting. Okay, with the different एक 2-3 value निकालो. If you understood the graph, you can draw the graph. ठीक है? Positive side का graph draw करने के बाद, remember one thing. This phase response is always having a odd symmetry. जैसे magnitude response is having which type of symmetry? Can you tell me? Magnitude response is having which type of symmetry? Huh? Yes. Even. Yes. Even मतलब positive side may be the same shape and the negative is also same shape. But the phase response is having a odd symmetry. Always remember. So directly, whatever the symmetry you are having for the positive values of frequency, you can draw the odd symmetry like this. And this is nothing but it is minus 90 degree. So you're going to get this type of shape for the exponential time domain signal. If I'm drawing the time domain signal in frequency domain phase analysis, phase spectrum of the exponential signal, I'm going to get this type of shape of the signal. Okay, so is it clear to everyone? Did you understand? Yes, did you understand the complete numerical? We have first find out the Fourier transform, then we have find out the magnitude response, then we have find out the phase response. So do you have any doubt issues in this? Is it clear with all of you? Yes, give me quick response. कुछ doubt है क्या? Whatever the numerical we have taken. Did you understand the complete flow?
मैम रियल एंड इमेजिनरी पार्ट कैसे फाइंड किया वो एक बार बताओ.
रियल एंड इमेजिनरी पार्ट फाइंड आउट करते समय हम लोगों ने ना उसका कॉन्जुगेट से मल्टीप्लाई किया. वी आर गेटिंग दिस टाइप ऑफ आंसर a अपॉन कैपिटल A अपॉन स्मॉल a प्लस j ओमेगा. तो अगर मेरा इक्वेशन इस फॉर्म में है तो हम लोग को रियल और इमेजिनरी पार्ट अलग नहीं कर सकते. तो हमने क्या किया, दिस इज अ मेथड, वन ऑफ द मेथड ऑफ एक्सट्रैक्टिंग और डिवाइडिंग द रियल एंड इमेजिनरी पार्ट, जिसमें हम लोग क्या करते हैं, डिनोमिनेटर का कॉन्जुगेट से मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं. डिनोमिनेटर कॉन्जुगेट क्या है? डिनोमिनेटर क्या है? a प्लस जे ओमेगा ना, उसका कॉन्जुगेट क्या होगा? a माइनस जे ओमेगा. क्योंकि a प्लस जे ओमेगा और a माइनस जे ओमेगा तो डिनोमिनेटर में से रियल पार्ट इमेजिनरी पार्ट हट जाएगा एंड दैट इमेजिनरी पार्ट विल बी रिप्रेजेंटेड इन द न्यूमरेटर, so that it will be helping us to separate out the real and imaginary part. तो इसलिए मैंने a minus j omega से multiply and divide किया. If I do the division, I'll be getting a minus j omega divided by c. In the denominator, there is no imaginary part. So now it will be easy for me to find out the real and imaginary part. So that's why I have done this, multiplying it with the conjugate. Clear?
Yes ma'am, yes.
Okay. Chalo. Any other doubt you're having? Is it clear? Not clear? Did you understand the complete flow? Frequency analysis करना मतलब क्या करना? Fourier transform में सिग्नल को रिप्रेजेंट मत करना मतलब क्या करना? उसका फ्रीक्वेंसी एनालिसिस करना. फ्रीक्वेंसी एनालिसिस करना मतलब क्या? हर एक अलग अलग फ्रीक्वेंसी के वैल्यू के लिए हम लोग उसका एम्पलीट्यूड फाइंड आउट करते हैं. फॉर डिफरेंट वैल्यू ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी व्हाट इज द एम्पलीट्यूड, एंड फॉर फेज रिस्पांस फॉर डिफरेंट वैल्यू ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी व्हाट इज द फेज शिफ्ट ऑफ द सिग्नल. So these are the two graphs we are finding when we are representing the signal into the frequency domain with the help of a Fourier transform. We are finding out this graph. Okay, so is it clear? Should we move ahead? अभी एक numerical मैंने आप लोगों को solve करके दिया. Now you are going to tell me the answer for this one. Though no need to find out the amplitude response and phase response. Only tell me what will the Fourier transform of unit step signal. So x of t is what? X of t is u of t. Okay, so x of t is u of t. So find out the Fourier transform of unit step signal. Let me see who's going to tell me the answer quickly. Yes, anyone got the answer for this one? Chalo, tell me fast. Anyone got the answer for this one?
-1 upon j omega है क्या?
Let me verify the answer. Yes, what it is?
-1 upon j omega.
Yes, minus नहीं आ रहा है, प्लस आ रहा है.
Yes, ma'am. Plus.
Yes, ma'am. Plus.
1 upon j omega. You're
Yes,
getting.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All of you are getting this answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Other student, do you want me to solve this one? Or are you getting this answer? Quickly, tell me, do you want me to solve this? Or are you getting this answer? Those who has completed with this one can start with the another numerical, find out the Fourier transform of delta function. X of t is equal to del of t. जिनका फर्स्ट वाला आंसर आ गया, सॉल्व विद दिस वन. फर्स्ट वाला आंसर के लिए किसी को जस्टिफिकेशन और डू यू वांट मी टू सॉल्व दिस वन और डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड? गिव मी क्विक रिप्लाई. Yes? Give me a quick reply. फर्स्ट वाला सबका हो गया है क्या सॉल्व करके? You need to put the formula. यूनिट स्टेप का एम्पलीट्यूड कितना है? 1 है. You can put the amplitude 1 और इंटीग्रेशन का लिमिट 0 to infinity. e raised to power minus j omega t dt. And we do the integration, we'll be getting that. चलो, did you got the answer for next वाला, second वाला? Yes, second वाला किसी का आंसर मिला? Anyone got the answer for the second one?
हाँ,
कितना मिला?
नहीं मिला.
नहीं मिला. Okay, fine, no issues. चलो. Anyone got the answer for the second one? Okay, let me tell you. Should I tell you? Second one. First one, I hope all of you have got the answer for the first one. Second one, should I tell you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
For the
ma'am.
second one, impulse, this is impulse function. Okay. Now, can someone tell me what is the property of impulse function? A very important property of impulse function. Yes, can someone tell me what is the property of impulse function?
Area under curve is 1.
Yes,
Equals to
very
1.
good. Yes. So integration from minus infinity till infinity del of t dt, it is equal to 1, right? Okay, we need to consider
ma'am.
this form property when you're solving the numerical. Okay, let me solve here then. Okay, now, so when you have written the formula x of j omega is equal to integration minus infinity to infinity del of t. Small x of t is what? Your del of t. Okay. Del of t into e raised to power minus j omega t dt. Okay. Now, according to the definition of delta signal, the delta signal is only present at what? Can someone tell me? Del t is present only for what value of t?
Zero.
0. It is only present for 0, right? Okay. So this means that integration minus infinity to infinity del of t is only present at 0. So what I do here, I'll take, so no need to find out for all the j omega x's. It is only present for t is equal to 0. So if I put this value of t is equal to 0, what I'll be getting? I'll be getting e raised to power 0. Right? And what is the value? E raised to power 0 kitna hota hai? 1. So which is nothing but e raised to power 0 will be 1. This means that integration, what is the remaining factor? Integration minus infinity to infinity del of t dt. So according to this, so we'll be getting this because e raised to power 0 1 hota hai. And what is the value of this? Integration minus infinity del of t dt. Kitna hota hai? What is the value?
1.
1. Sorry,
One.
area covered is always equal to 1. मैंने 0 क्यों लिखा था? So this is nothing but it is equal to what? It is equal to 1. So what is the Fourier transform of impulse function? Yes, what is the Fourier transform of impulse function? Quickly. What we are getting?
One.
Answer 1. Yes. So the Fourier transform x of j omega of impulse function, it is equal to 1.
Ma'am, can you explain it again from study?
What I have done, this is the formula. What is the formula? X of j omega is equal to minus infinity to infinity. Small x of t kitna hai? Time domain wala signal kaun sa hai? Del of t. So I put the value of del of t, e raised to minus j omega t dt. Right? Now, in this formula, we know that the delta function only exists for t is equal to 0. It is only there for t is equal to 0. बाकी के यहाँ पे हम लोग जैसे इंटीग्रेशन का लिमिट चेंज करते हैं ना, अब यहाँ पे इंटीग्रेशन लिमिट चेंज करने के लिए आई नीड सम हैव इंटरवल. डेलर फंक्शन इज नॉट प्रेजेंट फॉर द इंटरवल, इट इज ओनली प्रेजेंट एट t इज इक्वल टू 0. सो दैट्स व्हाई ये एक्सपोनेंशियल सिग्नल में यहाँ पे t की वैल्यू मैंने क्या पुट कर दी? 0, बिकॉज इट इज ओनली प्रेजेंट फॉर t इज इक्वल टू 0. So when I put this small value of t is equal to 0, it become e raised to power 0. Okay. So what is the value of e raised to power 0? So this e raised to power 0 is nothing but it is equal to 1. Right? So if it has become 1, so we are only remaining with minus infinity to infinity del of t dt. Because e raised to power 0 हमारा 1 हो गया. And according to the formula, integration minus infinity to infinity del of t dt, it is the area covered by this is always equal to 1. So that's why the answer is 1. We are getting this one.
Okay, ma'am.
Huh? Is it okay? Is it clear with everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chalo, let me solve one more numerical and then we'll move to the properties. Quickly. So let us take x of t is equal to e raised to power 5t into u of t minus 1. Chalo, tell me what will be the answer for this one. This is your x of t signal. This is u of t minus 1. So solve for this and find out the Fourier transform. Complete with this and then we'll start with the properties of Fourier transform. Already हमारा Thursday वाला lecture हुआ नहीं था ना because of the training. So today 4 to 5 will consider that Thursday lectures. So no extra lecture need to take. So let us complete with this numerical and then we'll start with the properties. Tell me the answer for this one. Yes, when you're finding out the Fourier transform, what will be the limit you're going to consider here? Yes, what will be
1 to
the
infinity.
yes?
1 to infinity.
Yes, very good. It's 1 to infinity. Infinity होगा. Sorry. Take it minus 5t. हाँ, sorry. Take it minus 5t. नहीं तो ये infinity चल जाएगा. यहाँ पे 5t के पहले minus 5t है. Yes, tell me what will the answer you're going to get. Yes, anyone got the answer for this one? Yes, anyone got the answer for this one? Do the integration and tell me what is the value you're getting. कितना आ रहा है? No one till now, no one got the answer for this one.
-1 upon 5
Hmm.
plus a e power 5 plus a.
Minus
1 upon
hmm,
5 plus a
5
into e power 5 plus a.
5 प्लस a कहाँ से आएगा? a तो नहीं है ना यहाँ पे कोई वेरिएबल.
j omega, sorry,
हाँ,
j
हाँ.
omega.
Yes, 5 plus j omega. Okay. हाँ, और
Into
न्यूमरेटर
e
में
power.
e to power
No, ma'am. Okay, e power minus 5 plus j omega.
minus 5.
In bracket minus in bracket 5 plus j omega.
Is it -1 बीच में प्लस है क्या? Is it like this?
No, ma'am. -1 cancel करिए मैम.
Okay. What about the other students? Are you getting the answer? This type of answer. Do the integration. ये वाला इसका integration करना है. Yes, बाकी बच्चों का क्या status है?
मैम 1/5 प्लस जे ओमेगा आ रहा है.
Okay, 1/5 plus j omega. So let us verify the answer. हम लोग इंटीग्रेशन करके देखते हैं. ठीक है? तो e raised to power माइनस कॉमन आ जाएगा. माइनस t कॉमन ले लेंगे हम लोग. और अंदर क्या जाएगा? 5 plus j omega. राइट? और इसका इंटीग्रेशन किया तो इंटीग्रेशन कितना आएगा? एंड वी नीड टू पुट द लिमिट. इसका इंटीग्रेशन कितना आएगा? होल डिवाइडेड विथ व्हाट? माइनस 5
plus j omega.
प्लस j ओमेगा. माइनस ब्रैकेट है यहाँ पे. ठीक है, राइट? ओके. और यहाँ पे क्या है? इंफिनिटी है और यहाँ पे कितना है? 1 है. ये पूरा लिमिट के अंदर है 1 है. So if I put first infinity, so e raised to power minus infinity is what?
0.
E raised to power. So infinity put किया, so e raised to power minus infinity will be equal to 0. Okay. और ये मैंने put किया -1. 1 पुट किया तो 1 पुट करने के बाद t की जगह पे 1 पुट कर दिया. t की जगह पे 1 पुट किया तो इट विल बी माइनस e ब्रैकेट 5 प्लस और ये ऊपर वाला जो माइनस है वाला माइनस हम लोग कैंसिल करते हैं और 5 प्लस j omega. So this is what we are getting the answer. Is it okay with you all? All are getting the same answer?
Yes, ma'am.
It is e raised to power minus inside a circle bracket 5 plus j omega, circle bracket completed, whole divided by 5 plus j omega. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you getting this answer? Yes, no? Give me quick response. Yes. Now I think it is to solve the numericals related with Fourier transform. Is it clear? Everyone understood how to apply the formula, how to solve the numericals using Fourier transform? Yes, no? Yes, give me quick reply. Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sure. Now what we will do, still we are having 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll complete with the we'll start with the properties of Fourier transform. Number 2. So अभी तक हम लोगों ने क्या कंप्लीट किया है? कॉम्प्लेक्स एक्सपोनेंशियल फॉर्म ऑफ फोरियर सीरीज, फोरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म, अपीरियोडिक सिग्नल का हो गया, डिरिचलेट कंडीशन हो गया, इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ मैग्नीट्यूड रिस्पांस, फेज रिस्पांस हो गया, फोरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म स्टैंडर्ड सीटी सिग्नल्स हो गया. अभी हम लोग प्रॉपर्टीज एंड देयर सिग्निफिकेंस ये वाला पार्ट कंप्लीट करने वाले हैं. Properties of Fourier transform. Okay, so I'm going to share this PPT, no worry. Okay, so there are many properties the Fourier transform satisfied. For example, linearity, time scaling, time shifting, duality, area under x of t, area under of x of f, frequency shifting, differential, integration, multiplication, convolution. Okay, so what we are going to do, I'm going to cover around 6 properties here. Okay, बाकी की properties तुम लोग देख लेना. डायरेक्टली प्रॉपर्टीज जो भी 6 प्रॉपर्टीज हम लोग कवर करने वाले हैं, बेस्ड अपॉन दैट वी आर गोइंग टू गिव यू द डेरिवेशन ऑफ द प्रॉपर्टी, डेरिवेशन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ प्रूफ. Okay, and based upon that some numericals may be there, so we can solve the numericals based upon this particular property. Okay, so we are going to complete with linearity, time scaling, time shifting, frequency shifting, multiplication and convolution. So these are the property that I'm going to cover in the class, okay, during the theory lecture, because it is very difficult to complete all the properties and proof of that. तो हम लोग जितना प्रॉपर्टी क्लास में कंप्लीट करेंगे उसका हम लोग प्रूफ थोड़ा सा हम लोग कंसेप्चुअली आप लोग को बता देंगे. सो यू टेक डाउन दिस प्रूफ. ओके, एंड we are asking the numerical based upon the property. Probably we are not going to ask the proof. Okay, so let me start with the first property. First property is linearity. So you all know that linearity property is nothing but it is also called as a superposition property. So what is there according to this property? What is there? If I consider this small x1 of t is the time domain signal and इसका Fourier transform निकाला तो मुझे कितना मिलता है? Capital X1 of f. Okay. Now remember, dear students, यहाँ पे instead of what change I am doing, can you tell me what is the change here I am doing? Yes, what is the change I am doing in this? ये जो f की जगह पे हम लोग क्या लिख सकते हैं? This f is also correct. Instead of f, you can represent this as what? Yes? Omega. J omega के फॉर्म में आप लोग ये रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हो. Wherever there is f, it is indicating j omega. 3 टाइप्स के सिंबल आप लोग रख सकते हो. Don't get confused. Okay? Now tell me one more thing. Why I have represented this by bidirectional arrow? X1t is the time domain signal, X1f is the frequency domain signal, and in between these two signals I have represented this through the bidirectional arrow. So can you tell me why this bidirectional arrow is there? Yes, can someone tell me why this bidirectional arrow is there? What is the significance of this bidirectional arrow? What it indicate?
We can convert it to Fourier, and Fourier can convert into x of t.
Yes, very good. One more thing I want to tell you, whenever you're giving the answer, make sure that first you're taking your name and then you're giving your answer, because I can't able to see who's giving the answer. So can you tell me your name, dear?
Pradnashil Gaikwad.
Acha, Pradnashil. Okay. So today most of the answers have been given by Pradnashil. What about the other students? Very less participation from the other students. So next time what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you the question by the group of students. So first 10 roll number, give me the answer. Out of first 10, out of first 5, like this. Okay. So what I want each and every student should participate, should do the interaction during the lecture. Okay. So exactly, very correct you have said, Pradnashil. This bidirectional arrow indicate that कि ये टाइम डोमेन सिग्नल को हम लोग फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. Once we do the conversion in frequency domain, we can analyze the signal and again we can back convert this signal into the time domain. फिर से फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन में से टाइम डोमेन में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. इसलिए ये जो एरो है ना वो बाय डायरेक्शनल है, मतलब दोनों साइड का कन्वर्जन इज पॉसिबल. टाइम डोमेन टू फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन टू टाइम डोमेन. Is it clear? Yes, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So for the linearity property, what is considered? I have to consider first one signal x1 of t. इसका Fourier transform निकालोगे तो you'll be getting x capital X1. Capital X means Fourier transform. Frequency domain में हम लोग capital X से represent करते हैं. Time domain में हम लोग small x से represent करते हैं. Okay. Similarly, I have taken the second signal which is represented as x2 of t in time domain, and in frequency domain we are representing it as capital X1 of x2 of f. It is x2, huh? It is not x1. Okay. Now, according to the linear property of Fourier transform, if I'm representing the time domain signal as x of t is my input signal, and this x of t, if I'm representing in the form of this input signal, whatever I'm having, this input signal, if I'm representing in the form of addition of x1 of t plus x2 of t, तो input signal को मैंने कैसे represent किया? x1 of t plus x2 of t. Okay. And this A1 and A2 is representing the scaling factor. अगर मैंने X1 सिग्नल को A1 से कुछ तो स्केल किया, X2 सिग्नल को A2 से स्केल किया, and if I find out the frequency domain of this capital F represents the Fourier transform of this. If I find out the Fourier transform of this, the Fourier transform of this will be nothing but A1, that is the same amount of scaling, and this is nothing but it is equal to A1 X1 of F plus A2 X2 of F. So this is how we are representing into the Fourier transform. मतलब small x1 का अगर Fourier transform capital X1 of f है and small x2 का capital X2 of f है और इसको scaling किया A1 A2 से और इसका Fourier transform निकाला तो this means that A1 X1 of f plus A2. So this is the addition of two separate Fourier transform, x1t का और x2t का. So this follow directly from the definition of Fourier transform. Okay. So linear combination of the signal. If I'm having a time domain signal जो 3 signal के combination या 4 signal के combination से बना होता है, तो frequency domain में भी 4 output will be getting, which is in the form of a addition form. Okay. So this is what the linearity property says. So this is the proof of linearity property. Okay. So in order to take the proof of linearity property, what I have done, I have find out the Fourier transform of the input signal. And how we are representing the input signal? The input signal is represented by like this. So I have find out the Fourier transform of input signal. Okay. So this I consider the input signal. What is the input signal? A1 x of 1 of t plus A2 x2 of t. Okay. So when I find out the Fourier transform of this, so what is the formula? According to the formula of Fourier transform, it will be integration minus infinity to infinity x of t, small x of t. And what is x of t, small x of t? A1 x1 of t plus A2 x2 of t. So like this, I have taken A1 x1 of t into e raised to j omega t dt. यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने x of f लिया था, इसीलिए हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे 2 pi f लिया है. ठीक है? Now, which is equal to, now integration का limit same है, तो I can take a separate integration. So I can take the integration from minus infinity to infinity A1 x1 of t e raised to power minus j2 pi f t dt plus integration minus infinity to infinity A2 x2 of t e raised to power minus j2 pi f t. Okay, and this is nothing but this is what? This is the formula of A1 capital X1 of f, and this is the formula of A2 capital X of x2 of f. So this is the same thing that we are getting. If I find out the Fourier transform of this time domain signal, I'll be getting this. And if I have taken this as a x of t and if I find out Fourier transform, I'm getting this type of signal. So is it clear to everyone? Did you understand? Yes? Did you understand? Linearity property?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
इसका मतलब क्या है? अगर मेरा x of t सिग्नल इस फॉर्म में देकर रखा होगा, let me give the example. अगर मेरा x of t is equal to e raised to power minus 2t plus e raised to power minus 5t. अगर मेरा ये सिग्नल ऐसे फॉर्म में देख रखा, where t is greater than equal to 0, तो इसका आंसर कितना आएगा? डायरेक्टली अगर आपने फोरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म निकाला तो you can separate out, you can find out the Fourier transform of this. Can someone tell me what will be the Fourier transform of this? Is 1 by what? What is the Fourier transform you got? E raised to power minus at का Fourier transform कितना आया था? Quickly. Directly you can apply the formula here and you can write down the answer. What is the Fourier transform you have got?
A plus j omega.
A plus j omega ना? तो a की जगह पे 2 रख दिया, तो what will be this? 1 upon 2 plus
J omega.
right? इसका आंसर कितना आएगा?
1/5 plus j omega.
1 upon 5 plus g. So directly you can write down the answer. तो अभी हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे? कौन सी वाली प्रॉपर्टी यूज कर रहे हैं? Which property we are using here? Yes, which property we are using here?
Linearity superposition.
Linearity. How we are using? This is the x of t. This is the input signal. Input signal is given in the form of x1 of t. This is x1 of t. And this is what? This is x2 of t. Okay. तो x1 of t का Fourier transform कितना आया? वो मैंने लिखा. What is the Fourier transform of x1 of t? This is like this. What is the Fourier transform of x2 of t? This is like this. So this is the final answer. This is the Fourier transform of the above given input signal. So did you understand how we can apply the Fourier linearity property? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Chalo. Okay. So let us start with the next property, time scaling. Should we continue or stop here? क्या करोगे? क्या करें? Time scaling ले या क्या करें? Should we stop here?
हम next time ले लेंगे.
Next time, ma'am.
हाँ?
Next time.
Next time लेना है?
Next time, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Next time.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, चलो, okay. ठीक है, so we'll stop here. We'll take the time scaling property next time. Time scaling, time shifting, frequency shifting and convolution. ये 3-4 प्रॉपर्टी हम लोग लेंगे और उसके ऊपर हम लोग न्यूमेरिकल्स भी सॉल्व करेंगे. ओके, सो दिस आई विल टेक नेक्स्ट टाइम. चलो, लेट मी टेक द अटेंडेंस. So what about 1, 0, 1, 2, 3? Where are the students? 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. कहाँ गए सारे स्टूडेंट्स? कितने दिनों से एब्सेंट है? ओके, 4, 5 is also absent, 6 है, 7, 8, 9, 10 is there, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 is absent. 18, 19. प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट में कौन कौन से स्टूडेंट्स हैं? साक्षी, प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट में कौन कौन से स्टूडेंट्स हैं? गिव मी क्विक रिप्लाई. They can tell me the roll number and they can leave. Okay. Write down the roll number in the chat box and they can leave. 21, 22 is also absent. 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 8. 29 is absent. 29. 30 is absent. 31, 32. 32 is also absent. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 is absent. 41, 2, 3, 4, 5 is absent. 45. 46, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2. 51, 2 is absent. 53, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 61 and 62 is absent. 63, 64 is absent. 65, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. Fine. So the absent numbers are roll number 1, 2, 3, 5, 18, 19, 22, 29, 30, 32, 45, 51, 52, 61, 62, 64. Anyone is present out of this? Okay. Okay, you can leave then.